The first thing you're going to need to make seamless files my way, it's not my way, but it's the way I do it, is with Photoshop. Now, for Photoshop, you'll need to bring in the elements that you're going to want on your fabric. Those need to be preferably PNGs. You can create PNGs in Illustrator. You can buy PNGs on Etsy that people have used. I don't know about any legality, about any using licensed stuff, any of that. Okay, I'm not here to give advice on that, but I am here to show you how to make the seamless file. And you do with it what you will, bestie. You can create PNGs in Procreate. If you're an iPad girly, Procreate. You can make it in Procreate and export it as a PNG. And then gather all your PNGs to a folder on your computer. I do this on my computer. And Photoshop is an expensive program, for sure. But I get it from the Creative Cloud for like 20 bucks a month. And to me, it's worth it. I use it for a lot of stuff. Maybe you could find a friend you could share that subscription with, though. So, I am going to now show you the steps to create the seamless file. So this is my main Photoshop screen. We're going to open a new file. And I like this custom one. It's 24 inches by 24 inches with 300 dpi, this resolution. You need at least that for most shops. So make sure that's that. Name it what you want. And hit create. Now that we're in here, we're going to go ahead and open up our PNGs. So find wherever those were, wherever you created them, however you got them, and however many elements you're going to want on your fabric. We got those open. Now we're going to go over to our first logo. I'm going to do Control-C for copy, go to my main seamless, Control-V for paste. We've got one item there. Now we need to convert this to a smart object. You cannot skip this part. Right click over here on the layer and hit Convert to Smart Object. Then it's done. Go to your second element and do the same. We're going to go ahead and Control Copy, Control Paste, right click, Convert to Smart Object. Now we are ready to create our pattern, because I'm just doing two elements here, but you put all of the elements in here that you want. So we're going to go over to View and Pattern Preview. This is going to give you the entire screen, and you can Control minus to zoom out, and you can see how it looks on a repeat. On this screen, you can go ahead and rotate your objects. You can go ahead and resize your objects. The cool thing is it shows you how the whole seamless pattern will look. So I'm going to Control-C for copy, Control-V for paste, and add a couple more things in here. And these are already smart objects now that we've done it once. And the cool thing is, I'm going to show you, do you see how on the right hand side it goes off of the box and it kind of pulls it up on the top left box corner? So that's how it's seamless, and there's like no thinking about it. It's already done for you, and that's the part I love. See how it automatically brings it over here? This is easiest to me. I've done this before in Procreate, but they don't have this cool tool, and it involves way too much thinking for me. So now that we've got everything the way we want, say this is how we wanted it. Maybe you want a different background color. You're going to come over here to your background layer and select it. You're going to click this little circle down here on the lower right hand corner. That's half filled. Click that and hit solid color. From here you can pick the color you want, and then we can save it as different patterns with different color backgrounds. Pretty cool. Let's say we like this. Hit OK. Now we are ready to define our pattern. So hit Edit, go all the way down here to Define Pattern. Hit OK, doesn't matter what you name it, and boom, we're done. Now we're going to go ahead and open up another new file, and it'll be the same as before, this 24 by 24. And we're going to say seamless for export. I do 4 exports, so I know. And hit create. Now what we need to do is put in our pattern we made. So to do that, we're going to go to layer, and we're going to say new fill layer and pattern. Name it whatever, it doesn't matter. And you see this little drop down box here? You can scroll and I can see all the seamless patterns I've made. Go ahead and pick your newest one, and from here you can scale. I'm not really sure how scaling would work. I'm not quite there. I always just make it this one. It's 2 feet by 2 feet. And so if your graphics are blurry at this big, you probably need to refine them a little bit better. You can play with them for different sizes in Illustrator. That's another Adobe Cloud or Creative Cloud product I subscribe to. But I always make it this big, and then when you're uploading to the custom fabric sites, you can pick your scale or talk to the person that's in charge of that and say, hey, I want my main elements like 3 inches, 2 inches, 1 inch. It works for me. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and hit okay, and there is our seamless file. And you can see the item on the right is completed on the left. That way when they're tiled together, they will be the pattern you made. From here, we're gonna export. So File, Export, Export As. Okay. I like JPEG, and I make the quality high. And you see this little size of your file here. Some sites have a maximum size you can upload, so just be mindful of that, and make sure your megabytes or whatever is the right one, because you don't want to make a file too big and you try to upload it and they're like, too big. Happened to me before. So from here, you're going to export and save it where you want it. And you can upload to your favorite fabric printer and get going. Some places I like to get things printed. If I want a cotton base, Spoonflower. They're pretty fast too. If I want a nylon base, Fabric Therapy. That's a longer turnaround because it's from overseas. I really liked Luxe Fabric Supply for waterproof canvas and vinyl, but they're not open right now, so we gotta pass on that one. I'm still looking. I've ordered from Raspberry Creek Fabrics. Very nice, more naturally fabrics. My friends have said that Custom Fabric Slayer in Canada is amazing. I haven't ordered there yet, but I did want to try it. And I'll include a list below of other ones people have recommended. But yeah, that's it. That's how you do it, my friend. Most places you can get fabric swatches from, or like from Fabric Therapy if you've ordered their text before. I mean, you can tell her bases based on what you've ordered. So that's it. I can't wait to see what you create. If you make a seamless file, tag me. I want to see. Okay, bye besties.